Guys, what a another gorgeous day here in South Louisiana. I'm on my way to a couple of appointments and I cannot wait to take this Jeep top off. This is a top off Jeep riding kind of day. If you haven't heard of it, if you live anywhere in South Louisiana, there is a huge Jeep run tomorrow being sponsored by my dear friend Lee Wall. It's called the Pink with Purpose Jeep Run, and all proceeds go to breast cancer awareness. And I think maybe St. Jude's, I'm not sure, but I do know it's for breast cancer. She gives an amazing scholarship every year to a local high school senior with the proceeds that come from all these benefits. So tomorrow they're having a Jeep run that's gonna be so fun. I signed up for it. I actually am a sponsor for it, but unfortunately, which is a good thing though, my son is getting possibly a scholarship award tomorrow, so we have a huge banquet at LSU, so I will not make the Jeep run, but it's not too late. You can register. Registration begins tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock at Buku Blends and Iota, so if you want to be part of that Jeep run, I would encourage you to do so. It's going to be so fun. The weather's going to be gorgeous like it is today, and it is for an amazing cause. Anybody that knows me knows that it doesn't take a whole lot to get me excited, but let me tell you what. A home going up for sale on a lot of property for a potential buyer makes me so happy all the time. So happy. So there are so many things to love about this one. My photographer and my videographers were out there this morning taking amazing footage. This place is going to look spectacular in pictures. What I love about my photographer is he flies over with his drone. He takes gorgeous aerial shots of the property. That way you can see what's all around. You can see the road frontage. You can see the neighbors. You can see all the things. I love aerial shots of my local community. And this is not too far down the road from Iota. It's in Crowley, Louisiana. It's right off of Highway 13. It is nowhere near a flood zone, so flood insurance is not required. It's on 16.88 acres of gorgeous property. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home on a brick home on a slab. What I love about this place is these people just moved out because they bought a home. They downsized. They're a little older, so they just didn't want to cut 17 acres of grass anymore. So they moved and bought something with less acreage to keep up. But what I love about this couple is they are absolutely OCD, immaculate about keeping up their place. What I love is when I drive up at a place and I get a tour of the place, it is always absolutely obvious from the very beginning if homeowners really cared for their property, really took pride in it, and took care of things. And it was absolutely obvious from the first time I stepped on the property. Y'all, the backyard, the front yard, the side yard has gorgeous live oak trees. And if you were following me yesterday and saw my video, I was on the property. It is going to be so gorgeous in pictures. We built our house 13 years ago and we planted trees. We will never live old enough to experience shade from those trees. Whereas these trees, if I had to guess, probably 50 to 75-year-old live oaks that are just enormous. Pretty much the whole yard is shaded from these live oaks. And because they're live oaks, that means that even during the dead of winter, when it is ice cold and everything around us is dead and the grass is dead and everything's dead, these trees are going to be green. They're going to be green 24/7, 365 days a year. So all of that greenery in your yard, imagine it. The front yard, the backyard, the side yard is absolutely spectacular. The brick house has a brand new metal roof, open concept, huge living room, huge kitchen, huge other living room or den you can call it, 3 huge bedrooms, 2 full-size bathrooms, brick house on a slab, like I said, with a new metal roof. But Who is thinking about hurricane season? I know I am, and I'm thinking to myself, I can kick myself because we have a little slab that we poured on the side of our house for a generator. We poured that slab probably 2 or 3 years ago for a whole house generator that we have still not looked into ordering. And every year around hurricane season, we kick ourselves and go, God damn it, we should have gotten that generator installed, and we did not. And of course, during hurricane season is not the time to do it because I'm pretty sure the prices on those generators will probably go up. So I'm not doing that either. So when are we going to put it? I don't know. But this house has one of the best whole house generators. It's a Briggs & Stratton. It is connected to the house, which means the second the electricity goes off at that house for whatever reason, listen, if it's a rainstorm, if it's a thunderstorm, if it's a hailstorm, if it's a tornado, if it's a hurricane, that generator is going to kick on the minute the electricity shuts off. What an absolute asset to have. That is amazing. In the backyard, you have a huge backyard that absolutely is big enough to put a pool, which I would do because they have a beautiful building that looks like it could be a mother-in-law suite. It could be a gorgeous pool house. It could be used for an outdoor kitchen. It could be storage. It could be whatever. And it has the same new metal roof that is on the house, okay? So that one is going to be right at 17 acres. It is going to hit the market either tomorrow or the next day, and it is going to be listed for $485,000. It is easily going to appraise for more than that, okay? But they are in a hurry to sell it because they've already bought a house, they've already moved out. This one is completely vacant. It is prime real estate because it is in an area where flood insurance is not required. Because it's a brick house on a slab and it's been updated recently, the insurance, the homeowner's insurance on it shouldn't be much of anything because it's been fairly recently updated. It is in pristine condition. Like I said, you can tell when you walk on a property, you can tell when you walk in a house, if the owners have taken care of it. They have taken perfect care of this house. And they have lived there, I think, 20-something years, which says a lot because when one owner has owned a house for a substantial amount of time, it means that they know they have changed things, they have kept up things, they have done all the things that they need to make sure that it's in great condition. These people were never intending to move. So they took care of this house like this was going to be their forever home. And in fact, they didn't decide to move till just recently when they realized that they just didn't want to cut that much grass anymore. But when you feel like you're going to live in a house forever, you tend to take better care of it because you know it has to last your whole lifetime. So that's the story there. So needless to say, it is going to be listed fairly soon. If you are thinking that this could be something that you're interested in, we will not allow showings unless you are pre-approved if you're financing it. If you're paying cash, you need proof of funds, which means you need a screenshot of your bank account that shows that you have at least $485,000 in your bank account or more to schedule a showing. We're not going to schedule showings for people that are just nosy or people that are just thinking maybe they can buy it. Listen, if you think that you can buy a $485,000 house but you're not sure, you need to get pre-approved so that you can see with the taxes, with the insurance, and with the house note, can you and do you want to afford that house note, okay? If you have never gotten pre-approved for that amount of money and you don't know what the insurance is and you don't know what the taxes are, you have no idea what that note looks like, okay? And so your note is going to be different. Every person's note is going to be different because it depends on what kind of loan you qualify for. It depends on what your credit score is. It depends on what your debt to income ratio is. It depends on all of that. So 10 different people can call 10 different lenders and get 10 different pre-approvals, and they're going to have 10 different house notes. Remember that. Remember this. If you don't have 20% down or you don't want to put 20% down, you do not want to go through a bank because they will require 20% down. You want to get in touch with me and say, Who is your most reputable lender around here? Who is the most reputable person who shops the rates and will get me the best rate with the least amount of fees and the least amount down and the best loan type? And that loan type means if you want to pay more every month, there's no penalty. And if you want to pay the loan off early, there's no penalty. And that's the kinds of things you need to know when you're house shopping, all right? So listen, if you're interested in this one, or if you're interested in anything else, and you want a realtor who can help you negotiate and who can help you navigate through the sometimes very scary process, give me a call. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Remember this, I'm not charging you a fee up front. I don't get paid a penny unless the deal closes. So I guarantee you, if you hire me, I'm going to make sure that the deal closes so that you have a good deal, but so that I get paid. Y'all have an amazing Friday. Enjoy this weekend. And remember this, there are no stupid questions. Ask your questions. Either comment here in this video and ask me the question, or private message me, or call me, or text me. All the things. You can see every single thing that I have personally listed for sale at darlacansell.com. But remember this, anything that you see on realtor.com or Zillow or Julia.com or anything online, I can schedule a showing. You do not want to schedule a showing with the listing agent, because that person's main priority is to get that seller the most amount of money possible. You absolutely want your own representation, okay? And I'd love to represent you. Y'all have a great day. Take care.